For sure, man. I'm here with Tyler, man.
Yes, sir.
Streets. So we call him Streets growing up and shit. T Wayne. Anybody call you T Wayne? Nah,
Nah.
because Wayne's your middle name though.
Wayne's the middle
Yeah,
name. Yeah,
you,
yeah.
you forgot that I knew that. Huh?
Shit, that's my middle name, my brother's middle name, all my brother's middle names.
That's some black shit to do for sure.
My dad's middle name. Yeah.
All y'all middle name is Wayne.
Wayne, yeah.
Oh wow, that's interesting. I just seen something like that where it's like George Foreman named all his kids George or Georgina.
Exactly, the girls and all that.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
dude.
That's
so
crazy. Yeah, man, I'm out here with Streets though, man. We just did a collaboration of a food giveaway, clothes giveaway with the Rich Inside, you know what I mean, UPK out here in San Bernardino, you know what I'm saying? It's hot sun. But we did it though, we knocked it out.
It was smooth.
Yeah, it was smooth, man. A lot of good people came through, got them some food, got them some shirts, you know what I'm saying, representing for the movement. I'm gonna start right here though. You gotta tell me first, like, I want to get to the deeper part of the inspiration of the start, but can you just break down the Rich Inside? Like, what does that mean? The
Rich Inside?
Yeah.
So basically, man, for the longest, just trying to fill a void with like, outside things, materials, shit like that, clothes, girls, drugs, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Money, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't getting no satisfaction from it, no happiness from it.
Yeah.
It'd be temporary. It would be temporary.
Yeah.
So I'd be happy for a few days, but then it wouldn't last too long. So I'd be like, what's going on? Take me a while to figure out what's going on. So then I started reaching inside.
Mm-hmm.
Had to tap in and started reading and just doing some self work, just being honest with myself. And I noticed that like I was happier, once I was happier and for longer too when I would do some self work.
Yeah.
Spread love, care, share, give, be kind and all that. So it's basically like this. So like if you got like you got pimples on your face, right?
Yeah.
And you could do the topical stuff, the cream or whatever, but like ultimately I feel like it comes down to what you put inside you. So
there you go.
That's really it. So I had to reach within in order to like really figure out what's going on with myself. So I was like, fuck it, I'm trying to be rich inside, fuck outside. Of course I'm trying to be rich outside, but yeah. I feel like it's more important to be rich inside, and then you can get that.
Hell yeah! So you did like a spiritual diet.
Exactly.
Yeah, spiritual diet. When you were just talking right now, it reminded me of something like in the Bible with Solomon. Solomon had this story about how he went out and tried to do a whole bunch of things in life. Like he had sex with women. He went and built temples to other places, vineyards, and all these things. And he kept coming back like, damn, this is not the purpose. Like this don't make me happy. Exactly. And then in his final writings, he was like, the thing that made me happy, that gave me purpose was serving God.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he said the same thing. He did all these things that trying to find himself, and that was his thing. But yeah, that's what's up though. So you had a spiritual diet. You wanted to do the richer side, and what made you be like, you know what? I'll make a shirt.
Oh man, so I've been big in fashion.
Yeah.
So that's what it started as, just like a fashion, like, cause I was into fashion, but like that's where I got the name from. Just reading, I was like, fuck, I can cuss, right?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, cool. So I was like, Rich Inside. I like the name a lot, and then because I've been big in fashion, so I tried the fashion thing. I tried the fashion route. I'm not too big on like, unfortunately, not too big on like promoting and marketing and all that shit. So I figured I'll do a nonprofit. I'll start a nonprofit, and that's more my lane,
Yeah.
So we just started giving back, and I turned it into like just a nonprofit. So we sell the search for $15, sell all the merchandise for $15.
Yeah.
And then all of it goes back to gaining another shirt and then a meal for the homeless. So
yeah.
it's just more satisfaction out of that rather than just getting all the money and putting it into myself, you know,
For
just
sure.
giving back.
But I also seen you just like give shirts away,
Exactly.
beanies away.
Yeah. It's higher. It's bigger than me for sure.
Right. I seen you take your shoes off and give it to somebody too.
It's bigger than me. Like
Yeah.
it's bigger than me. It's
You know,
bigger than me, bro.
sometimes like I knew what shoes they were. If I could give a quick little story, so I knew I had those shoes. Them shoes cost $300, and I was like, damn, you gave the Supremes away. Oh, he really love these people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That
it's
was
bigger
love.
than me, bro. Trust me.
Yeah.
I love what I do, and it's selfish. It's like sharing is the most selfish thing you could do. Remember I was saying that sharing is the most selfish thing you could do. For me, it's just like because the satisfaction you gain from it. So
Right.
I love it. I love it. It's
Yeah.
just good. It's just good all around.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So like, was you like that when you was a kid, like growing up? Like as like you got siblings, you got your bro right here too. Like, was y'all like that coming up? Like your parents taught you like, hey, share with others. Of course, we have siblings, you gotta share.
Right.
Toys, whatever, clothes sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, how was that coming up?
Not so much, honestly. Not so much. My brother was. He was definitely like that, and I get all like his hand me downs and stuff like that. But I liked it all. It was all fresh, and I basically got it from him. Just he taught me how to share and stuff like that. So.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna take you all the way back, right? So tell the people where you from. You know what I'm saying? What was like your upbringing? And I'm gonna add in the things I know a little bit too. You know what I'm saying? Just for the camera, for camera purposes and the audience to know. But yeah, just take me back. You know what I mean? If you can give me that starter package of where you come from.
All right, I'm from San Diego, California.
Yeah.
Born and raised. Kearney Mesa, Linda Vista area. To be like even more specific, Birdland. I don't know if you know anything about that. Birdland is right next to the juvenile hall detention center.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, by Sharp Hospital over there.
Uh-huh.
That's just to be super specific. But
is that off Kearney Mesa?
It's off of like Linda Vista Road. It's tucked over there.
Okay.
Grew up there. Moved around like from like since I was born to like 5th grade.
Mm-hmm.
And then 6th grade we moved to Mira Mesa, and then from Mira Mesa I went to middle school and high school in Mira Mesa.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's where I was. Basically, if you ask me where I'm from, I'll probably say Mira Mesa.
For sure. And I know that you black and white, dad's black, mom's white. Like you growing up and seeing that dynamic, you know what I mean? Especially San Diego. San Diego's kind of like, it's like that though. You got a lot of mixed couples and stuff like that.
Sure.
But as a kid though, when would you see like people look at you like kind of crazy, like your parents crazy or y'all crazy, the kids crazy?
Yeah, I remember like a few times like just at school, my mom come pick me up. I'm like, oh, my mom's here. They're like, where? And she'll be right there. And they're like, where? And I'm like, right here. They're like, where? I don't see her. And they're expecting like, a black lady, but it's like white blonde lady.
Yeah.
And it happened so many times. That's really what I remember mostly. But other than that, my mom like took us all in, and she treated all of our friends and everything like they're her kids and shit.
Oh
so
yeah, for
everything
sure.
was smooth.
For sure. So tell me about like Kearney, like you know what I mean. I know about Kearney a little bit, but you gotta tell the audience what was it like? Because there's a lot of people that came out of Kearney for real. Like you know what I'm saying. So tell me about that area.
Kearney, diverse.
Before you moved to Mira Mesa, of course.
Kearney, cool man. Super diverse. We was all outside. Growing up, just outside, sports. If we weren't at practice, then we was outside practicing.
Yeah.
Before practice.
Yeah.
Basketball, football, track, just outside, some '90s stuff. You know how it was.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And then y'all got a couple athletes out there too. Name it. I remember Damien. Damien he went to Crane. You played the Pop
Yeah,
Warner with
Damien.
Damien.
Yep. Shout out Damien
Yeah,
Williams.
shout
Yeah,
out to
yeah,
Damien
yeah.
Williams. Big shout out
Yeah,
for real.
for sure. He was definitely on my team, my football team in Kearney.
Hell yeah. And then so then you went to Mary Mesa. You know what I'm saying? After that, Mary Mesa was like, well, tell me what Mary Mesa was like. Cause you went to middle school there too, right?
Mary Mesa, I went to Challenger 6th grade, and then I went to Wagenheim 7th and 8th.
Mm-hmm.
And then high school. But Mary Mesa's where everything started.
Hell yeah.
Mary Mesa's where everything started. You already know.
Yeah, real life. Wait, tell me about it though. Like, how was it growing up? You know what I mean? Cause I remember we were talking the other day, and I remember, how were you when your parents separated?
How old was I?
Yeah. Like when your dad was out the crib.
Yeah, I was probably like 10th grade, 11th grade. What is that?
I feel like it was 10th grade.
15, 16 probably, yeah.
Okay. So then Mary Mesa, and then, okay. So now tell me about Mary Mesa after your pops left. Before when he was in, how was it? Like, you strict to you or what?
He didn't say too much, but he was strict.
Okay.
You already know, like, he didn't have to say too much. You already
Facts.
knew, you know. But
hold on, would you say that when he was in the crib, how was your behavior like?
Peaceful.
Oh yeah?
Square. Right when I see him. Straight up. Pull my pants up.
He didn't play none of that shit, huh?
Nah, but he let us be ourselves, you know?
Yeah,
because he already knew, like, you know, we're gonna be our own person one day, so just let us be ourselves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he let us live. But yeah, sure. he some things he couldn't help.
Right.
Yeah, you got to say something to some things.
Got you. So then when he was out the crib, then how did you start acting?
Crazy.
Hell
yeah, man, off the porch. Yeah, bro. My dad moved out, and my brother went to college.
Yeah.
So my dad moved out, and he'd have some authority, you know. He'd tell me what to do and whatnot. And then if anything, if he wasn't there, my brother would, like, he wouldn't say nothing, but he would kind of, like, I just see him and be like, okay, let me tighten up, you know. But once they were gone, there was no rules really, so I was outside.
Hell yeah. I mean, I was outside with you. I remember. Exactly. Yeah, I remember. Yeah. It's funny, like seeing how we are now compared to when we was kids. It's hilarious. So like, you know, I mean, what type of shit did you get into? You know what I mean? After you say you hopped off the porch, or bro was gone, pops was gone. Like, you know what I mean? What made you get into shit? I would say. Because I remember you used to play football.
Lightweight.
Yeah, you played. We was on the same. Wait, what was on the same? Nah, when I got there, I think you was done playing football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did you come to Mermaid City?
9th grade. Yeah, like no. Second semester.
Okay, then football season was already over, huh?
Nah, you was still in the PE, but then you was like
right. Like, we had a little break, and I never came back, but
yeah, type shit.
So what?
No, I'm saying, what type of shit did you get into? Like, what was the thing? Like, what made you get into the stuff you got into?
Just being curious, bro. Probably just trying to get some money.
Yeah.
Yeah, just trying to find myself and trying to find some money.
Hell yeah. I remember, like, was you rapping yet? You was doing music videos?
Probably. You talking about in class?
Yeah,
probably.
Okay. I remember that. That shit was funny. We had a lot of good times, like, coming up for sure.
A lot.
I think a lot of those times, like, shaped us.
A lot.
You know what I mean? Not so much. I think 10th grade was like, but like after 10th grade, niggas was getting into hella shit and all that. I think we all had the same type of thing going on.
Right.
That's what it was.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, same situation.
Yeah, everybody had the same situation. Everybody was cool. Like, but like I think everybody was like the man of the house.
Right.
In fact, that type exactly shit. Right. Young, real shit.
Exactly.
Had no rules.
None.
Did whatever, whenever, for sure. It was like that. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm gonna get into this though. It was a couple of times where, you know, we'd be out. Just for the audience sake, like we'd be out somewhere. You know, we definitely catch fades with people, random fades, And I remember one time we caught a random fade downtown, leaving the club, and it was all bad. Police got us, gaffled us, but I think I got away. A couple other niggas got away. You did not get away though. And police beat your ass. Tell me about that shit. That shit was crazy.
Right.
They didn't even know what happened.
Who?
The police.
The other police?
They didn't even see what just happened. They just seen us running.
Altercation we got into.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right, so I guess correct me if I'm wrong, bro.
No, I seen it. Go ahead.
Right. That's why you could correct me if I'm wrong. So yeah, like you said, we got into a fight, right? And the fight had ended or whatever, and then the police got involved. And then I'm hearing like the cops coming towards us, right? And I heard that I yelled something to the cops. Do you remember that?
Yeah, you was like, "Fuck you."
Okay, then I did then.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe I was talking to the other people.
You wasn't talking to them.
Right. All right. Cool.
We was
that was still out of line though. I shouldn't have done that.
No, we was faded. You thought it was the other people, but it was the cops.
Okay.
Yeah, it was the cops.
Yeah.
But go ahead. I remember. I've corrected, but you go ahead.
All right, for sure. I did. I started running.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, I started running, right? And a bicycle, he was on an actual like bicycle, not a motorcycle, bicycle.
Downtown
he starts chasing me. And he gets close to me, I stop, and he hops off his bike thinking like it's over, and I start to run again. And then he gets back on his bike and continues chasing me. And then I stop again and he gets off his bike. So now at this point, he's getting kind of frustrated, you know?
Yeah.
And then I might have did that one more time. And then the last time I'm running, I see some cops running towards me. And I stop. I'm like, yeah, this is it. So then that same cops comes from behind me.
Yeah.
And he tackles me. And then he just hits me in the head and shit with the mace can, and
bro, repeatedly,
a few times, yo.
Yeah, repeatedly. He had the mace can and was like beating, like boom, boom. We was like, God damn, bro. He broke it.
The mace can busted,
bro.
And I ended up getting like some stitches and some staples in my head, probably like 10 staples and like I don't even remember, like maybe like 10 stitches or some shit in my eye or something like that. I don't really remember.
No, I remember I wanted to go pick you up from the hospital. I was looking at you. I couldn't even look at you. I was like, damn, they really fucked my boy up. That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
Like, what did that do to you, like, mentally?
Nothing, bro. I was so young.
He said,
hey, bro, now I think back in hindsight and I'm like, that shit's kind of crazy. But like at the time, I was just glad I didn't go to jail, you know?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I think.
And it's crazy because they took me off in the ambulance, right? And the cop was there. And he sat with me like while I was getting the staples and the stitches. And I was handcuffed to the bed or whatever. And they stitched me up. And then he's like, you going to jail after this? I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, fuck, but I'm like, cool, whatever. And then he just leaves out of nowhere. Like after like an hour or something, a couple hours, he leaves. I'm like, and then I guess I'm ready to go get discharged and shit. And I leave too, and that shit.
Right.
They hit me up like a week or two later, asked me questions and shit. And I answered all their questions, and then that's the last I heard from them. I was just glad I didn't go to jail. That's it. But yeah, I could have did more, but I'm just glad I didn't go to jail, and I'm glad I'm alive.
I think you could have pressed charges on them.
100%.
Yeah, type 100%. Shit. I think that's it. Like,
I didn't know nothing about that, bro. I'm just
me either.
Young.
Now I'm looking at it, I'm like, bro, that shit crazy. But I remember like we was probably outside next weekend. Right.
Exactly. We really was. Right,
really
was. That's what I'm saying. It did nothing to me. It did nothing to me.
Hell yeah.
I I was a little bit more afraid of the cops, but that's it. Nothing crazy.
Right. I remember like around that time too, man. You used to go up to Whittier with Jo when you visit Jo in college. I used to be so like jealous. I was like, damn, man, I wish I had a brother in college. Nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Tell me about that time, man. Seeing your bro in college and shit, and y'all just going out there. You over, we was partiers back then for sure. So you seeing all this shit in LA and shit. How was that experience?
Great, because he was the man.
Yeah.
He was the man, so we had it easy. Just like you're the man, right?
Yeah.
He's the man, so it's easy, bro.
Yeah.
And he would just show us everything and took us under his wing, and it was easy access to everything.
Yeah, I think I went up there once, and we had that good ass burger spot over there. That fire ass burger spot. I'll never forget. It had a whole bunch of Laker stuff over there, like pictures and stuff.
I
you know what I'm talking about? It was across from the apartments, I think. They had some apartments right there, and it was like right across, I believe. We walked over there. Shit was fire though. But okay. So I mean, then we did a lot of kid shit. We used to go like you'd be at my crib. It was so funny, like being young, cause like we was allowed to get liquor. Remember that?
Somehow.
We was like 16, 17,
yeah, exactly,
go buying liquor from the liquor store, no problem. You know what I mean? And
right.
just getting into hella shit.
You was grown though.
Yeah, for sure.
You was a grown kid.
Yeah, definitely. I probably still look the same.
Exactly the same.
It's a bigger beard. But we get into a whole bunch of stuff over there, and then like you start growing up and shit, and then you go into it's a whole bunch of stuff that happened in between. But I want to get into what made you go back to school and get your degree though. Like you went to state and went to go get your psychology degree.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that was. I remember watching you. I was like, this nigga got a degree.
Right.
Like for real.
Yeah.
Remember me asking me questions? I was like, what book is that?
For real?
Yeah, I used to ask you about what books you got, what books to read. I'll order them, a couple of them, like psychology books.
My school books.
Yeah. Okay, I'll paint the picture real quick. Only reason I'm saying that is because to know you from earlier, but you always was trying to be different. But like to go to college, I was like, how old were you when you went back to school?
I graduated in 2020.
So like 5 years ago, right?
Yep. So I'm 33 right now, but I was probably 5 years ago? I was 28.
But you went to school for how long? How long did it take you to do it?
Man, I was on and off for a minute, but I locked in and it took me like 3 years since because I already had some credits from
Yeah, hell yeah, and then and you working at the time too. You still working?
Yeah, I was working. Yeah, but it was like
how hard was that though?
It was actually it was hard, bro. Yeah, because right. So if anything from a degree, I learned, that hard work pays off. If anything,
for sure,
that's what I got out of a degree. If anything,
yeah.
And if you lock into something, you could do it. If you put your mind to something, you could do it. So, if anything, that's what I got out of the degree. I know I should have like some more like psychology wisdom, but nah. If anything, I just got that from it.
I mean, just going back, regardless, doing that was kind of crazy.
Exactly, and my shit, like my grades was never good in high school or nothing like that. And
it wasn't because you was dumb though.
Nah,
yeah,
never that. But it was just because I wasn't.
We was skipping school.
Exactly, I was outside.
Dumbass shit like that for sure. So you got the degree and that was cool. And then of course you started your own business too. You know what I'm saying? Got the movie business. Shout out my nigga Riggs. Hey. You and Riggs though.
Riggs. Love you, bro. Thank you, bro, for life.
Yeah. That was a hell of a move too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How you like doing that shit? That shit cool?
Yeah, man. It's good for me. It's good for my mental health. It's good for I like being outside,
Yeah.
Previously, like before this, I was working in the office and just stuck there like for 8 hours. But I like moving around and being outside. So
facts.
It's good.
I'm gonna go back to like when we was a little younger, and I remember we was talking the other day when we was preparing and shit. And I was like, Tyler, bro, like you always was a cool ass nigga. Like you was a cool fashion nigga. I told I was telling you, I was like, bro, you had me get the white Hanes tees.
Right.
I stopped wearing Pro Clubs because this nigga. I was like, Pro Clubs. Pro Clubs was, Pro Clubs back was in back then. Hella, I had the 5XLs, 3XL talls, and all that shit.
Right.
And then I remember you was wearing the Hanes. I was like, what's up with this nigga's like a skater or something? Like, you know what I mean? You was a homie, but I was like, the homie's a skater. That's how niggas used to dress when they were skaters.
Right.
You did skate though.
I did.
When I was like, let me put on a Hanes tee for it. Let me see. And I used to call them these shit streets be wearing.
Yeah.
I didn't even call them Hanes tees. I call them like this nigga streets be wearing these tees. I started wearing them tees. I was like, yeah, I retired the Pro Clubs after that shit. I was like, yeah, I can't wear the Pro Clubs, man. But yeah, I was telling you, I was like, this nigga always was like a trendsetter for sure. You know what I'm saying? Now, I always niggas know that though. You know what I'm saying? Niggas know that. But how that make you feel? Because I know you knew that too, though. You don't got a front. It's good.
Nah, feels good, bro. Basically, if you're wearing it, I ain't wearing it. Basically, if you're wearing it, I ain't wearing it. Even if I started it, if you start wearing it, I ain't wearing it no more. In the nicest way.
That's hella funny, bro.
But hey, I fuck with it though. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Niggas used to. I remember because I was your homie, and like I'll be paying close attention. I'd be like, oh, that nigga is trying to steal Tyler swag. It's kind of crazy, like another nigga kind of. And I'd be like, yeah, why he trying to steal? Like he should be like trying to be like a rapper or something. This nigga trying to be like you. It was funny as hell, like little shit. I'd be like, wow. I was like, damn, like this nigga's on the homies nuts. That's weird. Like you know what I'm saying? But I'll leave it alone. I'll be like, that's cool. He just like that's like a like flattering to some people sometimes. I know you will pick up on that shit sometimes too, though. But yeah, I wanted to say that though.
Appreciate it.
Bro. So, real quick. So now, recently, you and your bro, you and Jo, y'all drove from San Diego all the way to Arkansas. Bro, tell me about this journey. Tell me about what inspired this. Tell me about Officer Norman. You know, Officer Norman. What's his Instagram name?
Is it Tommy Norman?
Is it T Norman or Tommy Norman?
T Norman 23 probably.
Yeah,
Shout out Officer Norman. Shout out Officer Tommy Norman.
Yeah.
T Norman 23.
Okay, bro. So now, you know, I'm watching a journey. First of all, I don't know where y'all going. I'm just seeing. I'm like, where y'all niggas going on this road trip? So when you guys get all the way to Arkansas and I see, I'm like, oh shit, like that's crazy. So first of all, just tell me about the journey that you and your bro took, and then like tell me about the people y'all saw, met, y'all went around the city and all that, like, and then of course y'all got with Officer Norman and all that. Tell me about that.
So we're from San Diego, born and raised, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is all we know, really, you know. So we always been curious about like the smaller cities, like the smaller towns, you know, where the population is all low.
Right.
Always, for some reason, I don't know, some infatuation with the Amish. Like last year, we took a road trip last year.
I remember that, but where'd y'all go?
Exactly. We went to was it Wyoming? Where was it? Well, Wichita, Kansas.
Okay.
Our destination was to visit the Amish, and we ended up doing that. And we visited the Amish.
Wait.
Exactly.
Talk about.
And we ate with them and all that shit. But go ahead.
Wait. Why with the Amish stuff?
Because, bro, like I said, this is all we know. This fast-paced life.
Oh, okay.
You know, so we want to slow it down and see how other people live. You know.
How'd you get tapped in with the Amish though?
I was just on YouTube, bro.
Okay, go ahead.
YouTube and
I thought you can't even go on their land. I mean, I'm ignorant though. You tell me.
Nah. You can, but you can. It's not like gated or private or anything that. They sell stuff like they sell like wooden furniture that they make and produce and stuff like that. So we kicked it with them. We bought some stuff. We asked some questions, and it was cool. They're all cool. It was different, you know. It slowed us down and had us like look at life at a different perspective, and that's what we're about. Just trying to see like every angle of life.
Okay.
And So we're trying to do it once a year. So the following year, which was this recently, we went to. Our goal was to go to Little Rock, Arkansas, to meet Tommy Norman, and we didn't think like we would actually meet him. We thought maybe we'd see him if we were driving around
Wait,
town.
talk about. Y'all drove there and didn't text him or nothing?
Nah, nothing.
Swear.
On everything. We
you
got
didn't
there.
Message him? Nothing?
Nah.
Oh,
we landed.
wow.
We landed.
Uh-huh. Well, no, y'all drove, right?
Yeah, but we landed.
Yeah, got to the city.
North Little Rock. When we asked around, like.
So you did word of mouth type shit?
Exactly.
Wow.
And they're pointing us out,
That's tight.
And then we hit them on Instagram. We were in this comment section like, we're here. We drove all the way from here.
Yeah.
And his fans are so supportive, and his supporters are so supportive.
Right.
That they helped us find him, and they helped us get his attention. They're commenting on our comment.
Yeah.
Like, Tommy Norman, you see this?
Right.
And then next thing you know, we were already in North Little Rock.
Yeah.
We thought it was so small that like we'll just run into him. But it wasn't that small, We thought it was so small that we could just drive around and run into him.
Yeah.
And we realized it was bigger than we thought, and we ended up getting connected through like his supporters, and
he put up on you.
He messaged me back and said tomorrow, so we're like geeked, and the following day we met up. Took us around town and showed us to everybody who we were like seeing him with on Instagram.
Bro, y'all took like a joyride. Low key.
Yeah, we was following him.
Yeah.
We was following him. But yeah, we was with him for a few hours, yeah.
Damn.
And he showed us like everyone who I wanted to see, we wanted to see.
Yeah, that's because I've seen those people before. On his page.
Exactly.
Yeah, like
so it's crazy to see it in person.
Right.
Exactly.
So y'all want to see it in person. Yeah, that was wild, bro. Like I thought y'all messaged him.
Nah. It was just a Hail Mary.
Damn.
It was just a Hail Mary, but at the same time,
he could have been on vacation.
Yeah, it would have been okay though.
Yeah,
it would have been okay because on the way there we seen a bunch too. You know, through Texas, through
New Mexico,
Oklahoma.
Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
New Mexico and all them places. So
that's crazy.
It was just to see something different.
Right. But I mean, you've been from San Diego going to Little Rock. That's like a third world country, damn near. Like
yeah, they couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
But, it was.
Did they say you talk funny?
Nah, I never said that. No one spoke on that.
My niggas from the South said we sound like black surfers.
Really?
Yeah.
I went to New York and they're like, you sound country.
Okay. So I mean, tell me about what T Norman though, man. Y'all went to. I remember y'all, man. Listen, y'all was going to ran into people like some cats had no arms, right? You know what I mean? Like some real they looked like they was down bad, but they was happy though. They was rich inside. Looked
That's
like
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So they all loved the shirt. First of all, they understood it too. And it's crazy because like it shows you that like no matter how little you have, you can still be happy, and they're low key happier than we are, than I am.
Right.
Out there, so it don't matter really what you got on the outside, bro.
Yeah, facts. That's crazy. And y'all was there how many days?
In Little Rock?
Yeah.
Like 2 nights.
Two nights?
We was traveling for like 10 days, 11 days.
Yeah, but yeah, T Norman was fucking with y'all too.
He likes
hell
it.
Yeah, hella was fucking with y'all.
I like that guy.
I think like I don't know if it was like 2 days or 3. I don't know how many days later, but he was wearing y'all shirt.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He liked it.
Yeah. Who was he with? He was
with Anthony Hamilton.
Anthony Hamilton. That's right. He took a picture with the shirt on with Anthony Hamilton. I was like, oh, that's tight. And he kept tagging you every time.
Right.
I was like, okay, yeah. That thing was like a good move. Like it was like genuine too.
Right.
Yeah, especially if I know y'all didn't even plan that.
Nah, and we didn't force nothing either. I didn't ask, I'm not saying like, hey, can you do none of this? Yeah, he just looked out. He's a good guy, bro. He's a great guy.
If people don't know T Norman, I remember him like even before you. Like I remember him like just being in the hood with the kids.
Right.
Like, chips, and he just talking to them and interacting with them. Like, You know what I'm saying? You know,
Right.
I would say he's a good cop. You know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
There's some good cops, there's some bad cops, but he's one of the good ones for sure.
Right.
But okay, all right, that's what's happening though. So you come back off there, you know what I mean? You shot the shirts cracking, but of course you still doing your thing out here. You and your bro, like you know what I'm saying? Y'all was just out there, and what street was that in San Diego?
We was off of like in downtown off of I want to say like 17th and J.
Yeah.
Not
So
sure.
so you just okay? We was talking about it outside. We was talking about it outside. We was on 17th and J, and y'all just set up, and then you know I don't know how much longer later. It's like 100 people in the line.
Right. It was
That's
like,
crazy.
It was.
And you
was
had no
shocking.
promotion, nothing.
Nah, it was just word of mouth through them.
In that day.
That day.
Right.
No like marketing or nothing, no promoting or nothing, no posting nothing.
Yeah.
We just went out there and once we put that table out.
Right.
Yeah, once we set that table up, when we brought that like big bull out.
Yeah.
That's when they started like coming through, like y'all setting up, and we're like, yep. And then like there'd be like 5 people, and then next thing you know, people walk by and then start lining up, and then you'd see like people eating around the corner, taking their plate around the corner, and then they'll ask like, where'd they get that?
Yeah.
And they come wait in line.
Hell yeah, that's hard though, man. That's good. Like
it was great.
Without no promo, without no like flyer letting the people know where we gonna be, you just pull up and bam.
Nah, it was a great turnout. I didn't expect that many people to be out there.
That's really crazy. And y'all was giving out shirts too?
Shirts, the shoes and clothes that people donated at the clothing drive.
Yeah.
And
how many people was out there helping?
It was me, my brother, Mama Grace, shout out Mama Grace, and Astro, shout out Astro.
4
of us.
That's it.
Yup.
That's crazy. And that many people.
And that many people.
That's wild, bro. That's really wild. Damn. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Sorry. Let me get to this. All right. I remember you was talking about your purpose and all that, and the richer side thing. You were selling them other shirts before the other richer side Jones. I love them shirts. You know what I'm talking about? The colorway ones, the hats, and all of that.
Yeah.
I feel like it's still on the website.
Yeah.
Okay, like you moved away from it. I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did, like.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're still on the website and shit, and
it's more gratifying. I feel like this.
Right, and I'm not like I definitely got to get better at it, but like pushing the issue, you know, like marketing and promoting, and getting it out there as far as selling. But like when you're like doing things from the heart, it's easier, and then also it'll just come to you, bro. Mm-hmm. It'll come to you. So everything's working out how like even better than I expected, you know. So those shirts are still on the website. If you want them, cool. If not, cool. But I like this lane better though.
Hell yeah. All right, for sure, man. I ain't gonna hold you.
But I appreciate you always getting the shirts though, bro.
Yeah,
you're the main one, bro.
Am I though?
Yeah, I think so, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I fuck with it a lot.
Nah, I love those shirts, bro.
Like, people love them, but you be copping them, bro.
I do.
Yeah,
that's what's up, bro. I always like you know I know a lot of people who sell merch. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always gonna buy merch. Like he used to sell merch. The Wall used to sell merch all the time. He don't even like selling merch no more. But like everyone who sells merch, I used to try to. If I like it, I'm gonna buy it a lot. If I don't like it, I still buy it once.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. So it was satisfying when people would come back, you know?
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna cop that first one.
Right.
But once someone comes back a second time and the third one, it's like, okay, cool. I might be making something cool, you know?
Yeah. Well,
people might actually like it.
I used to wear it and people would be like, hey, I like your shirt.
Exactly.
Yeah. So like when they say that, it's like, oh yeah, that's the homie shirt.
Yeah,
like
I love hearing that too.
Yeah. But yeah, nah, man, I'm glad you came out here, man. You drove all the way out here from San Diego to rock it out, man. Gave away your shirts, you know what I'm saying? We talked about doing this interview, we did the interview. Of course, I always gotta run it back. We're gonna run it back. You know what I mean? I hope you just keep working. I'm gonna keep working, you're gonna keep working. You know what I'm saying? We got more things to talk about next time. You know what I mean? When you pull back up.
Yeah.
And we were doing a collab in San Diego. I'm coming down
yeah.
there. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll set it up.
Yeah,
bro. I got it all set up. I got it, bro.
Yeah, me and the wall gonna come down there, man, because the wall's ahead of the food drives and stuff like that. So and clothing drives. So we'll set it up. If you got that type of people out there, man, get more food, clothes, all that. You know what I'm saying? That'd be perfect. And I love San Diego. I hope we can get some people in San Diego too.
Yeah, for sure.
But all right, man. Appreciate your time, man.
Thank you, bro.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
We're gonna get to it.
Yes, sir.